Okay.
Look, I'm getting faster at this.
I know. I see that.
Don't
That's
get
awesome.
excited though. Oh, look at that.
Ah, look at you. Actually beat me
Yeah, that's a
for
first.
whatever reason. I cannot see it on YouTube for whatever
Oh,
reason.
okay. You need me to go there? I'll go there.
Yeah, you could go there. Let's see. Maybe YouTube is a little bit behind. Just maybe. Just maybe. Hasn't sent me the notification yet. There we go.
I'm on there.
There you go. There you go. Now the notification is out. I can hear myself, which is has to be annoying.
No.
Happy Monday, people. Happy Monday, family. I hope everybody's having so far a wonderful week. If you happen to be brand new in our channel, this is Half a Cool Case Adventure, your Central Florida family. That's right. A family of content creator fully dedicated to just show you around theme parks, especially in Disney, Universal, and any other fun stuff around Central Florida. So that's who we are. That's what we do. So today, basically, or every Monday for the most part, we're almost about to hit a year. I think I don't want to jinx it.
How are we? Doing
Yeah,
lives?
I doing live
Wow.
stream.
Really?
I was checking the record the other day. Yes.
That
Well,
is
we
interesting.
go live mostly Mondays and talk about theme park news, and we also take the opportunity to answer any question that people may have.
Right.
There's a lot of things, if you haven't realized this, there's a lot of news that get released weekly in the theme park, and it could be quite overwhelming.
Quite.
So what we do is that we read about them, we
Discuss them.
discuss them, we cross reference, and then we just share our feedback with you guys. So that's basically what we do. So if you happen to be in YouTube, make sure you smash that like button. Um, that helps us tremendously. Also, share our channel with your family and friends, so that way we can continue to grow our um, family. We call family. The minute that you subscribe to our channel, you become one of us.
Your
Your
family. Your
family.
family.
Your family. I apologize for the noise behind the scenes, but got dogs getting a little bit wild back here. But anyway, tonight, if you're up for honesty,
Oh,
you're
jeez.
gonna get a bunch from me.
Oh,
Um, I don't know what's going on, people. I probably woke up in the wrong side of the bed, but I am not happy.
you're not happy? What happened?
So, I don't know. I don't like how theme parks are managing things. I don't know. I feel like they're losing touch and respect to us, their customer.
Whatever.
That's what I feel. And as I dived in earlier, brainstorming on what we were going to discuss today, I couldn't just like let it go by, man. I was like, I'm a bit upset. Not that Universal or Disney have to specifically care about what I have to say, but I'm a bit upset. I'm a bit upset because I feel they're playing with people's
They
emotions.
are playing with people's
I
emotions.
feel like they're
I totally agree.
pushing people to like make. I mean, they're both companies are after money,
Yes.
not after guest satisfaction. And as a person who truly loves theme park, it's just upsetting. And I'm finding myself kind of like separating our family away from everybody else, even though we love to be extremely positive.
Right.
But I feel like our commitment to everybody is to remain uh,
True.
truth to ourselves, and also to be extremely honest when we have to, respectfully,
Respectfully, yes.
respectfully. So um, that's one of the things that I've been having a hard time for the last few days.
Yes.
Big Boy Productions, good evening.
Hello.
Happy Monday, my friend. Thank you for joining us. So, if you want honesty, this is your channel. We're gonna tell you how it is. Luckily for us, blessfully, we don't get a sponsor neither from Universal or or Disney. I don't have to be nice. I don't have to hold back. And everything that we do, we pay either from our own pocket, or now that lately we're having patrons because our viewers ask
Right.
us to just develop Patreon. They've been helping us a little bit. So if you're looking for extremely brutal honest, you're gonna get it. especially tonight. I'm telling you, I think I'm grumpy for whatever
I think
reason.
it sounds like you are.
So let's start our segment with what the heck Universal.
Still,
Well, still what the heck Universal.
aren't we
And
like?
no, and this what the heck Universal is fully focusing on Orlando and California. You know, we're about, especially Orlando, we're about less, almost 2 weeks, 2 weeks away from the opening weekend
Opening weekend
of Halloween Horror Nights,
and
and there's still nothing.
nothing.
Now, there's a rumor that possibly tomorrow we're gonna be getting everything.
I
Possibly tomorrow.
mean,
Um, nice, cool, man. That's awesome. Um, so there's a rumor that because in Twitter, Universal went ahead and put 16 pumpkins.
mhm.
You know, people are like, okay, does that mean they're on 16 days left? They're gonna release all the info, or does that mean that on August 16 they're gonna release all the info?
Well,
So
we'll find out.
tomorrow is August 16th. So we find out. Again, they're still, well, I think kind of late. But in this segment, that jokingly we have named "What the Heck Universal," I'm gonna start showing you how things have changed a little bit. So when you go to Halloween Horror Nights in
Ooh,
Singapore, they did updated a bunch of stuff. Up
oh,
to
that looks pretty cool.
last Monday when we did the live, it was like coming up soon. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
But now look at this graphic. So that has been updated. Now we know that they're gonna have 300 houses, two scary zones, and two special experience.
Three special experience.
Even better. You actually can click on it,
Oh wow,
and it will take you to a little bit of more
detail.
detail, which is pretty cool. What is very surprising to me is that automatically they send you to another page named rwsentosa.com. So it's a promotion company. Apparently, it's not attached to Universal themselves. You know what I mean?
That's
It's like
interesting.
so kind of cool that they're doing this.
Because they're pairing up with that.
Right. Look at this.
Ooh, ooh, that looks creepy.
So they're already saying, hey, by the way, guys, our event is starting in September 30th. I think I saw September
Yes.
30th. We're gonna have three terrifying haunted houses, and this is what what it says. The
Illustrator.
illustrator.
The
I can
final
see
chapter.
the final chapter. Operation Dead Force, which looks kind of dope.
Yeah.
Hospitality of Horror.
Hospitality.
This looks amazing. Just without even reading about it.
That looks really cool.
Um,
And scary.
Check this out. Advanced purchase. So they're already telling you everything that we need to know.
That's
Okay.
purchase.
Yeah, advanced purchase. So now you are able to buy. Unlike us over here that was released maybe 3 weeks ago. Kind of like they're being more aggressive when it comes to that. Then they have special experiences. This kind of like made me look at, okay, what are special experiences? So, but not, I don't think that they have actually uh, gotten to that point yet about special experiences as I'm going down. But hey, they are telling you about 90% of what's happening.
That's pretty
This
good.
is Singapore,
Yeah.
where last week they had
Nothing.
nothing. Cecilia said, hi,
Hello.
how are you? Big Boy Production, I'm a new subscriber. Welcome to the family, my
Thank you.
man. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for the support. But this is Singapore. Yeah, that's it. They're like, okay, we're gonna go for it, and then this is I guess the 10th year. So going back to the what the heck Universal. Now we're gonna go to Japan.
You sound
So,
excited.
well, I'm excited because we're
Ooh.
discovering more. So Japan, we already seen some of this graphic, which was
What
pretty
they added.
cool, and they added a little bit more on the side, as you can see. You see, because what we saw up to last week, um, it was only this poster, right? So
Right.
these graphics were added, and now guess what? You could actually do view details, and when you do view details, it takes you to their actual website, and where you could actually now navigate and learn more about what they're gonna be doing.
Does that say Thursday, September 8th?
Do, do they?
Yeah, that's
I
it.
didn't look.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, start at the same time as the one in California.
I don't get it though. Through November 6th?
Yeah, but
Is
again, look, they already have everything.
wow.
They already have everything that they have to offer. So that's pretty cool. They're having their own version of Universal
Monsters, yeah.
Monster. Pretty cool. So you guys are seeing this is what wanted to
Oh, that
talk
looks
about.
cute.
Why in the blue hex sky we cannot have this in our park? You know, during the day, I feel Universal can actually have the Minion Monster, which you and I have been discussing
Say
this from the get go, jokingly,
it.
yeah. And
Right.
during our blogs, I'm like, what are they going to do in this area? Are they going to dress them up?
Yeah.
And Aaron said that even in one of our blogs, we said, I think you said it wouldn't be cool if they dress them up at the actual classic
Yeah.
monsters. So why Universal is not taking our universe is taking these golden opportunities to do something during the day for families is beyond me.
Maybe they'll do it once the restaurant opens up.
I
Maybe
don't
they do it
know,
next year.
but as you can see, they have multiple characters
Hello Kitty.
doing greeting. You got the Minion, Universal Wonderland Halloween Dance Along with Hello Kitty.
And Elmo. I don't think they could do Elmo, can they? Over
They
here.
probably not over here because he were in Busch Garden on the contract.
We
So
can do Hello Kitty though. And we can definitely do the
right.
minions.
They're doing trick or treat. They haven't even announced that over here. Last year that we were doing trick or treat at Island of Adventures, not Universal. So, but that hasn't even been announced. Even their map is out. Check this out. They're showing you already where the zombie area, zombie dance, zombies, the dance, safety area. I like this. I tell you what, I like this because if a person is extremely sensitive, like, hey, listen, I'm gonna go because my family loves this event or my friend loves this event, but I don't care about it. Where can I find a safety area? They even showing it to you. So look at they basically have everything.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Everything. Um, so just want to show you guys basically what Singapore and Japan has done while we continue with the what the heck universe over here. So um Hollywood, we're gonna find out is the same old crap. Um they they wanted to say they have 8 houses in which we know that 5 of them have been officially announced.
Yet only 4 of them are.
Only 4 of them are showing, which it doesn't even make sense. Um, then no scare zone has been announced, so you know I feel like here in the U.S. people are sleeping on it. Then here in Orlando, don't even get me started because we only have 4 out of the 6 houses officially announced. There's a bunch of speculation, but this is it. So that's why there's a huge rumor that tomorrow they're gonna come strong with everything.
I mean,
But they don't have. I mean, they don't have a little choice because when you actually
they have to,
look at
yeah.
it, let's see how much they have. I can tell you in a second. Uh, Let me look it up. As, as of today, they have exactly 18 days. 18 days in order to be able to do something, to promote their own event, which is beyond crazy, right?
Yeah.
You will think that by now they will have everything, and all that we're talking about maybe this week will be like the food.
Food.
So as you can see, I cannot even click on the food. I don't know about the two
Shows.
outrageous live show. Five Sinister Scary Song. I cannot even click over there. I went over Singapore and I was able to figure it out. I was able to go to Japan. That up to last week they didn't have absolutely anything on their website. US is sleeping, and I feel at this point that it's very disrespectful to the fans
Yeah.
Not because, oh my God, let's serve the fans, but remember, people are trying to make plans
Yeah.
around this event. And it's extremely, for me, this is the way I take it. Comment, and let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like it's disrespectful to the people. What are they waiting for? I have no
Yeah.
idea. My concern is that they are short of staff, and
It has to be extremely short.
I've been saying this now for over a month since I saw those Scarsons being completely delayed. It was either they changed their thought process on something and they had to create something really quick at the last minute, or they're extremely short staffed. There's no way. I have never, trust me. A lot of people. It's funny because when you hear a lot of even peers that we love and adore, that they
Hmm.
follow HSN and they know history about HSN. A lot of them, they're a lot younger
Right.
than we are. We're talking about that since I've been attending to Horror Nights since 1999, religiously every single year. I might have just missed only 1 year out of that, and I've been going to those parks whether I was an employee or not. You and I have always
Always.
been in the park, so we have seen the development towards Halloween Horror Night. By all means, don't take it like we are know it all, but our experience have
Yeah.
shown that okay, we know, we have an idea around when they're gonna bring up this. I can tell you right now without even looking at it. If we judge it by all the years, by mid October, they're already going to start preparing IOA for holidays.
Well,
So
to me, it's interesting that they've already released a lot of the holiday stuff, but they haven't released
it
Halloween
is
Horror Night. Like, hello.
extremely odd, and I'm getting worried. I'm getting worried because I also know performers, scare actors that were hired for different haunted houses, and they weren't rehearsing until last week. Now, I don't want to get them in trouble, nor I care. Hey, give me a insight. Are they behind? Are they shorthanded? You know what? I just use my common sense. But as a fan, I am extremely concerned that we're not going to get the quality that we're already used to. Either that or what you've been saying for multiple weeks. Universal's starting to gear towards Epic Universe.
Epic.
So all the money that they used to put in this bucket, now they shifted it over here. And you know what? Everything else at this point is not their main priority.
Yeah, but
Um,
even that, I know I keep saying that, but even with that, again, we're already saying what's going to happen for the holidays. Why are we not saying what's happening for Halloween
I,
Horror Night?
I don't know, but I find it extremely disrespectful for the guests. And don't worry about it. I'm not.
It's
I'm
true.
not saying it for Universal. Wait until I get to the Disney part because Disney got me all pissed off too. Don't worry.
Ooh.
So Mary says the lack of promotion and advertisement. You're right. I can't even imagine how many people they are losing out on that. And you know what? I haven't even thought about that. But Mary's right. Universal at this point, we're talking about how many days? I said 16,
18.
18 days. 18 days away. Universal's blasting commercial about Halloween Horror Nights all over. You could already see it on the billboards. Nothing, zero, nada has been already locally have been put up.
It'll
Um,
be interesting to see the turnout this year, at least for the opening night, which might not hurt us, but
no, but I mean, we have a really good event. I mean, this is a worldwide known event, and again, I'm concerned. Lush, who I encourage everybody to follow Lush TV. Lush is very knowledgeable when it comes to HSN. I'm having issues with my
you're
mic
folding.
today. I know I'm folding it.
No,
Um,
you're not.
Lodge is very Adrian is very knowledgeable when it comes to HSN, and he's a horror fanatic like I am. And I'm telling you, he knows speculations even before I figure it out or hear about it. So anyway, Lodge is saying it's very odd, but everything should be revealed this week. Honestly, well, they have to. They don't have a choice. If we follow like the 16 pumpkins, like I said, hopefully it's tomorrow,
Or
but
16 days, so maybe two more. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, then it should happen. in 2 days because the 16 days out. Maybe there's one there.
It could be in
Yeah.
2 more days. You're
Yeah.
right. Hey, Lisa, nice to
Hello,
see you.
Lisa.
Happy Monday. Well, you got to see it this way. We are 18 away from the largest event the Universal has. I mean, now take it from somebody inside the company who used to manage food locations, and trust me, this is when Universal makes their majority of money when it comes to not only the event but also food and alcohol.
Right.
Alcohol is their number one seller. Okay, they are behind, and you know, it's gonna be kind of like a snowball effect. You know, if they don't bring that attendance to the park, then everybody, food service, merchandise, all of them are gonna be affected.
Right.
And I am getting once again extremely concerned for the lack of sense of urgency. I remember I'm here. We're here to be honest with you. We're not here to candy coat it, or yes, we're respectful, but you
Respectfully.
I could be respectful as long they're treating us with respect. And what Universal is doing right now for the guests is not thinking on their favor. I'll just think about, and again, I'm gonna treat this the same way that we treat Mickey Not So Scary Halloween. If you watch our video, just the thumbnail should tell you not what we expected or something like that. Not that we didn't enjoy Mickey Also Scary Halloween, because we did have fun, but would we recommend that at this point based on our experience last Friday? No, because I have to get out of the mentality that we're locals, that we could get discounted tickets one way or the other, and I have to put my mindset on the viewers. A viewer that is traveling because that person loves Halloween,
Right.
and that person who is making those plans is about to drop almost $600 on making also scary Halloween, and that's the only time that they could go. And one of our subscribers in the comment hit it on the nail. She did say that she appreciate how honest we were, because a lot of the other videos that she's been watching, everybody's been saying, yeah, the rain messed it up or blah blah, but it's okay, we're gonna be back.
Right.
I mean, can you guys drop almost $600 multiple times? I know I can't.
Right.
Our passes seasonal for HHN cost close to $900. I know I cannot keep dropping that.
Right.
It costs a lot of money. And for me, this is a level of disrespect. I'm paying you for your event. I should be able to do this. At this point, and I
Right.
think about, Lisa, who's coming from California, Mary, who's coming from out of town, Cecilia's coming from out of town. They should be able to go to the website and now at this point make a decision and say, okay, cool, let's start planning. But how the heck are they going to start planning
If there's
if,
nothing out there.
look, you cannot even, hello, you cannot even do that. It is disrespectful, and I'm here to just voice my opinion on what I feel is being done against you guys. I'm local. I still gonna show up on the second, the third, and the fourth opening weekend. I still gonna stay on property, and I could tell you based on the hour passes, I could go Sunday through Friday. So I can care less whether I announce it or not. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to speak up on your behalf. This is disrespectful for the regular fan. People like Adrian, who devote himself to study, to who's passionate about Halloween Horror Nights, who spend countless of hours. At least I'm reporting basically on what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. But I know people like Brian from Orlando, people like Adrian from Lush TV, who legit research and spend hours just to try to speak on what something that they love. Just like them, there's thousands of people that love this event, and I feel Universal is just like mocking us at this point. Playing games, and they have their social media team putting stupid pumpkins to so people get people. We are already in August. We're 18 days away. The stupid pumpkins, you should have done that in June.
In June.
Not now. Now people want to know what's for real. That's my beef with Universal right now. And I hope somebody sends this video to Universal and they could hear it. I don't have a problem telling them. As a former employer, I feel embarrassed. I feel embarrassed. Whatever internal issue they're having, they need to fix it because our guests are the one paying the
Oh yeah,
consequences.
and I don't think this is an event that they should take lightly, since
No,
it is the biggest revenue
it,
driven event that they have. So if anything, you should have really gone all out for this and then cut on the other ones.
so Cecilia said, I'm honestly,
It's
it's honestly
honestly,
why I'm waiting on purchasing multi-night tickets.
yeah, we don't know if
You,
it's gonna be worth it or
yeah,
not.
you need to know. And she's coming from PA.
And then the lack of advertisement and anything other. Maybe it's not even busy enough. Maybe you can do it in one day. Maybe you don't need 2 days.
Lisa's saying, are you guys doing the dinner event? Yes, ma'am. We
Yes.
are. We will be doing that on Saturday.
Yes.
Not Friday because we want to capture the every single detail on opening night, but Saturday, first reservation. I think it's 5 or 5:15.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll be there doing it. Mary said, just saying I'm drinking HHN now. But yes, they need to get their butt into gear. Yeah, that's that's the end of it. I mean, again, for those who just joined us, I don't want you to restart the live stream because it's not worth it. Up to last week, when you go to Singapore, you have something details coming soon. Nope, the one I had and not only uploaded was coming, but you could come now here and click and see everything that they have offering. Their commercial. They already know. Okay, 3 terrifying haunted houses. So there's one, there's two, there's three. They don't have one and playing games like our Universal here in the US are doing. They have three right there. They also went ahead and released basically the the extra things including the tickets that you go buy, yeah, and experiences. Then once again, just to recap, when we went to Japan up to last week, um we used to see this poster. We didn't get to see this part. This part is added to this
Right.
graphic, and now you click where it says view details
And it gives you details.
and it gives you the details, rightfully so. It tells you basically everything, and
Plus,
yeah,
they have cool stuff.
plus they have even better stuff than we have because they they have stuff for even the family.
But the youngins.
Yeah, so they give you basically everything that they're offering over here, right over here. So they have the four houses. They don't tell you one and then nothing else. We're having four houses and then they only show you one for like 3 months. And then Halloween exclusive greeting. Check this out. They even give you the extra things. Not only that, they go as far as giving you a map where everything's located, plus their safety area, which I feel that is super beneficial to everybody. You guys have no idea how many times we get asked, even during the event, people who come and with their families and friends because they're already here and they're looking for a safety zone, and our maps don't even have a mark that I can remember where the safety zones are.
We'll go for it this year.
Not even in the application. So again, we went from not having anything on Japan and Singapore to have everything detailed as it should. So I still a month away from planning to for the section on one of them that's starting on September 8th, but there's one that's starting September 30th.
Right.
I could still planning accordingly. I'll say, okay, this is what we're doing. Perfect, no problem. But ours have become a joke, have become a mockery, honestly, to the guests. And the fact that I cannot even see more at this point, 18 days away, almost 17 days away, it's a slap to every fan in their face. Now, they may pull everything tomorrow because according to the hint that they drop on Twitter, like I mentioned earlier, they put
According to the pumpkins.
16 pumpkins. They put 16 pumpkins on Twitter. So now everybody's speculating that could be either August 16 or 16 days away from the event. That maybe tomorrow we show up, everything gets put over there, or maybe 16 days from the event, in 2 more days, they'll go ahead and put everything over there. But still, we're late. The damage is done, in my opinion. You know, uh, but that's the what the heck is happening with Universal segment. Moving right away. If you're in Hollywood, I hope you knew the past member had an exclusive special effect show for you guys, and Q&A as well, which is kind of cool as well. Um, Lisa said it will happen this week. Yeah, they don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Now if it happens this week, it's because they don't have a choice. They cannot hold that anymore. You know, it's becoming like Disney, Walt Disney World and Disneyland. We'll talk about it in a little bit with their annual passes. People are pissed, excuse my language, because people's annual passes, especially in Disneyland, had already almost expired, and they don't nothing
Yeah.
has been really revealed. So once again, it's the level of disrespect from this theme park, these corporations, to us, the guests. That's what it gets me so worked up. I don't have any favor between Universal and Disney. They're both playing now the stupid game. Up to last year, I will tell you, Disney was all about the money. Universal was very into the guests.
Right.
Now, unfortunately, I can't. Alberto Adventures. Hello from California. First HHN Orlando was last year for me. Awesome. Have flights for this year, but frustrating to not have all the details finalized on planning.
Exactly.
My man, that's exactly what I'm saying. It is very, very frustrating. I get it. Again, I could be like everybody else, clean my hands. I'm local. I still gonna show up, but no, that's not what our channel is about. Our channel continues to express possible frustration that either guests, or in our case families, will actually face. Lush said, I'm super late, but did you see Minion Pass Holder Magnet in Hollywood? No, I have not. I have not seen it yet. Um, for whatever reason, I didn't see it. I like ours, the one that they released today for the mommy. But anyways, pass holders in Hollywood, you know this. Oh, there it is. There it is. Thank you, Adrian. Meet Sheila from Imagination Travel. Hello there. How are you?
Welcome.
Once again, I want to just ask you guys, if you happen to be in YouTube, please slash. We're saying slash now because it's Halloween. But yeah, slash smack slate that like button so YouTube knows that we're here. Share our YouTube channel with your friends and family as well. Welcome to all the new patrons. Thank you so much for the love and support. I know I keep saying that we're going to work on content for you guys, but we are. I'm coming already with ideas. I already brainstormed a few. Trying to give you something exclusive, so that way you guys say this. You probably think we're already nuts.
I mean,
if I start showing you the behind the scenes, you're gonna be like, "What in the world is wrong with them?" Bethany,
hello.
Thanks for joining us. So yeah, this is what Adrian was referring. This is the new Minion magnet. It's pretty.
It's cool.
I like it.
I like ours better. I hope we get there in time to get one, but
I like it. So anyway, just know,
I like that.
For my Cali people, know that you're getting your benefits as an annual pass holder. So there's a bunch of stuff over here. I don't want to keep going on and on. More was revealed for Halloween Horror Nights over there, which I'm excited. We'll be there on the 8th. I cannot wait. So this is what is rumored to be La Llorona House. Kim, happy Monday. How are you? Thank you for joining us. La Llorona House. That has to be dope.
Creepy.
I
mean, just the name alone and the urban legends. Creepy.
My coffee club members, that day I will be functioning in a lot of caffeine. So
Darn.
Michela, Cecilia, we're gonna make you proud. Bethany, yeah, we're gonna make you proud. Which, by the way, I think nothing. Sometime this week, most likely on Wednesday, we're gonna be releasing the foodie guide for making also scary Halloween, which we tried the coffee as promised. So you get to see that. We tell you, we use any excuse to try coffee.
Yes.
So they're moving forward, man. They're moving forward in California slowly but surely.
They'll get there. They'll get there. We're all gonna get there.
Well, that's pretty dope, man. I'm excited. Again, I don't want you guys to think that my rant is actually removing my excitement. It's just that
30-minute rant.
I become passionate. No, because I care about people, man. I care about people.
Once you're in the park and you see the props, you get super excited.
You get hyped.
Like you get super hyped because it looks really, really cool. So it is frustrating that they haven't announced something, but once you're in there and with what they've done already, with what little they've done already, it looks like it's gonna be fun.
No, the excursion and I tell you what, in the food booths and bars,
everything looks super cool. So I'm excited because I think it's gonna be, even though the lack of information, I think it's still gonna be a pretty cool year for it.
Yeah. Alberto says La Llorona maze from years ago was super intense and scary, one of my all-time favorite, and I've attended HHN Hollywood every year since 2006. Nice. I cannot wait, my man.
This year will be our first year going.
We're gonna be excited. Opening in here and opening over there for the first time over there in Hollywood. Never been to HHN over there. We are beyond excited.
Yeah, we are.
I cannot wait. It's gonna be a long day for us, but it don't matter.
Every day's a long day for us.
So look, Cecilia is supporting us. Coffee.
Yeah,
we did try our coffee. I mean, Sheila said anytime is a good time for your
I agree.
You have no idea how many times we're walking around and we're like, shoot, it's almost 9:00.
It's time for coffee.
Starbucks is empty. We're tired.
Why not?
Why not? Let's buy at least one for both of us. So look at this. Character shop opens at Universal Hollywood with some specialty merchandise, which is, getting us excited. This is gonna, hopefully, depending on when in 2023 they're opening this section. Hopefully, we will be there
for opening weekend. Yeah,
we will be there. It's all depends when they're opening.
Yeah. If it's opening when we're anticipating, we might not hit it.
Yeah. Lisa's talking to Alberto. If you guys need any advice, I'm here for you guys. Any tips and tricks, I'm here too. Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, we're gonna need them.
Yeah, trust me, we're gonna need them. First time over here for Hollywood. So
let us know.
We're arriving super early that morning. We're staying in property or one of the hotels around Universal Hollywood. So we have to take some kind of catnap.
Yeah.
To just power through.
Catnap coffee.
We gotta get multiple coffees from.
Then we're gonna get there
for your recently reopened Starbucks.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that it's good.
So that so far is the plan, and we will be there. We did buy express passes because I figure I don't want to, spend too much time making lines, especially when we have to be in D23 early next morning as well.
Yeah.
But plus I have to, record, edit, post.
Yes.
That's what I do. So anyway, I'm excited to see this thing.
I'm not excited.
Well, you're not excited
because I'm gonna want a lot of things.
Okay, well, that's part of it. You get a budget. You may get a budget of $10 per store. I mean per day.
That's okay. Can I spend it all in one day?
You can spend it all in one day. That's fine.
See, I might need a suitcase just for this section.
Alberto is saying Express is the way to go. Yeah. Express passes are definitely the way to go, especially if you're just coming for one night. Here in Orlando too. If you're doing like us who have one of these passes that we can come anytime, then we don't. I mean, first it was four of us.
Yeah.
I looked it up. It was gonna cost us $2,200 after taxes to get express passes, and we can go anywhere, anytime, Sunday through Friday. If I was to buy that, trust me, they're all gonna go to Halloween Horror Night every night that we
Yeah, no,
can.
we're not gonna.
And as it is last year, I think we made it there 10 times. At least I did. You guys did 8.
8.
So
That's plenty.
we are gonna have express passes though on the first night on September 2nd. But after that, we're just gonna do regular line.
Yeah.
So
I'm just hoping the weather cooperates this year.
yeah, I'm excited to see this store.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
All right, moving right along. The Mummy.
What the heck, the Mummy?
What the heck is happening with the Mummy? I don't know. Since last Friday, the Mummy, the Revenge of the Mummy, has been doing tests with the team members since Saturday. My apologies. And there was a huge rumor that I believe that too. Today, the appreciation day started. And today is when they were going to give the magnets, which they are giving the magnets that it's basically a representation of the Mummy.
I want it.
So everybody kept saying, yeah, definitely on the 15th, they're going to open the Mummy. Nope. They open it for team members.
It's open, technically.
So I don't know. I don't know exactly what's happening with the Mummy. So Mary said, yes, Express Pass saved our butt for the first night my friend and I did last year.
Well, last year, first night was horrible.
Yeah, but on Saturday, we're gonna be with Mary again. Saturday night after we do our dinner reservation, and we might try something different with Mary.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which I'm excited, so that way we can talk about it on the video. So we'll see. We'll put it to a test. We're doing one night with Express and one without. Yeah, that's the way to go.
So I try to hit everything. The first day hit everything, and then the second day try to hit just your favorites.
The only reason why I'm not a firm, I know today it's just driving me bonkers.
Do you need me to go over there?
No, it's all right. Whoop, there we go again. The only reason, we're live, people. This happened live. Oh boy, you almost hit me with that crowd. What's wrong with you?
Calm down.
The only reason why, yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
My pleasure.
The only reason why we don't buy Express is because it's for 4 people, it's extremely expensive, and Express, what it will do is just to cut our night by a bunch of hours, maybe 2 to 3 hours, compared then when we don't do Express. So, for example, last year, for those who were here in opening night, you guys know that we legit had like a hurricane.
It was horrible.
All of a sudden, all hell broke loose for whatever reason on opening night. Everybody was drenched. So that actually put us behind for an hour and a half. With that said, we ended up leaving the park on closing time, 2 in the morning, including having dinner for almost an hour. The hour and a half that we fell behind, we did see the cinematic show part of it, and we ended up doing 9 out of 10 haunted houses.
Right.
So it could be done. Obviously, everybody that we knew that had Express, if we finished by 2 in the morning, they were done before midnight.
Right.
And I'm gonna mention a few people. Our friend Def, PC Def, Adrian was done around 11 or midnight. As a matter of fact, he was repeating or just hanging out around with the friends and all that. Paging Mr. Moro. I remember when we were exiting. I want not exiting, but we were in front of. I think it was the Mummy that I saw Nate. And it was not even me. I would maybe 11:30. Nate was already done because he had Express. So obviously, as you can see, it cuts time tremendously.
Right.
Now, can you do all the houses without Express? Yes, you can.
It'll take you the entire time, the entire night.
You may not be able to do it on Saturday because Saturday gets a little bit busier, but That night that we went opening night, it was a sold out night. Sold out.
And I think and the rain helped clear it out a little bit because a
Right.
lot of people did
Because
leave.
people held back too.
Either didn't come or went home early because it was downpouring. It was horrible. Like it was a bad.
Yeah. Was hoping to get down there for past holder appreciation days, but it just got hit with a oh no.
No, sorry, Miss
Don't
Sheila.
worry about it, Miss Sheila. If we're able to make it this weekend, they still have magnets. We'll save you one.
Yes.
I don't have use for four. All I need is one. Adrian said, depending on your game plan, stay in scream location. You can get it all done before
Right.
12 without express. Now, Adrian and I have
And
been
without the downpour.
talking about because Adrian logged in yesterday when we post our video, and from the minute he texted me, I already knew he was watching the video. In one part in the video, when we were talking about that section here by the mummy, that wall, the just so you know, I don't know if you saw it, but that wall was actually removed today. So I think we said they may not that wall may not be reopened. Now, Adrian and I have been talking about it for the since yesterday because there's a possibility they may add more booths over there. However, our belief is that's gonna be one of the stay and screams retention
So
zone.
they did open that up?
They did open it.
Oh.
Yes, they did open it. Adrian texted it to me today. I saw it earlier, and Adrian texted it to me. Look,
I guess you were right.
well, what I told Adrian yesterday is that for whatever reason it's not. There you
There you
go.
go.
So
Huh.
what I told Adrian yesterday, and he agrees, it's
That's a
gonna
good
be
question.
probably the stay and scream zone.
But
If
that
you
was like staying streams on a few years
on
ago.
2019, yes, it
Yeah.
was because the
It was
kid
hot. I remember it was hot.
it was hot. I was drinking, and the kids were sitting on the stairs.
They were
That's
mad
all I
already.
remember. So, anyways, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. This is the area that is in front of the whatever the Christmas shop, the Christmas shop. Um,
Yeah.
by also by the mummy, they use this area a lot for Mardi Gras for the food booth. In HSN, they do put a food booth over there. So because of our video, Adrian and I've been texting since yesterday, and then today he actually sent me this tweet, which I glanced through earlier, and but we've been saying that may be a part of the stay and scream, just like they did in 2019.
Yeah.
It would only make sense too.
Right.
So that's
to get people closer.
right. But Adrian is correct. Depending on your game plan, if you do the stay and screen,
Well, that's usually how we do it too.
yeah. Well, I mean, but if you have express, you could actually slow down. I mean, you don't have to be rushed. Like, for example, just like last year. Remember when last year Adrian and some of the other friends of ours were in one section. Brian and Stephanie were in another
Right.
house. We were in another house,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden we were around and we all met up out of nowhere, you know. And all of them ended up doing multiple houses with that both Brian and Steph. I think because they slowed down because they were going to come back the following night.
Right.
But Adrian, you know, he took his time too, you know, because just like us, he knows that he'll be around. And they, I mean, when you got Express, you could do it with no problem. But Express is the way to go if you can afford it. It's expensive. Anyway, food booth. I've been talking about the food booth that Universal have been creating for the longest since, and I'll go back to right before pandemic, Mardi Gras.
Right.
That's when I think their creativity legit exploded when it comes to food booths. That's when I feel that they're like, you know what, Disney's giving us a run for our money. We need to come out and think out of the
Right.
box. And since then, they have no slowdown, and not disappointing either. This is actually by Cafe La Bamba. We show you in that video that we posted yesterday. We show you every single location for food booth and bar in the park, of course, because they're so up to date with the information. I cannot tell you menu, but the menu most likely are gonna come out next week, and then we'll go around and then show you
It's gonna come
where
out
to
tomorrow.
find it, just like we did. No, it won't come back tomorrow. It will come out next week. But this is a beautiful booth.
That is
I
very bright, and the one that we showed has even more details on it now.
mm-hmm.
Those are
So
uncovered.
yeah, this one is our favorite booth.
Yes.
And the video, I'm gonna say it publicly again.
Yes,
Karen's been
please.
telling me for like a whole week. I had the feeling they're gonna push these bars back there, and I'm like, Karen, there's no way they're
They've
gonna
never
put
done
no.
that before.
They never put no bar back there. That
They're
would be
gonna do it.
silly. So, anyways, we decided to finally walk. Not decided because we knew that the
I
you decided, but we knew that the bars and all that have been set up. So you were like, let me check back there.
no, I knew because they threw it
These columns.
this column way further back than they've ever done.
Right.
So that obviously, if you keep walking, then you see it on the right.
So this is right. Well, you're gonna have a bar over here on the side, right next to Lombard, and
There's
then
gonna be a
this
bar
is
outside, like on the other side, on the side, and then
right,
in the
and
back.
these two are on the back, beautifully done. And the signage is all about witches. You know, you can tell that some kind of like spells. I'm sorry, not spelling, spells. So I really like yeah, I like the details. You see, so uh, and this is how it's gonna happen. Obviously, it's gonna be pitch black, and these signs are gonna lead up.
That says 2022.
2022, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is a what kind of like a
That's
what?
a
Oh
Y.
yeah,
Year
year
2020,
2022.
2022.
Dang, I'll be dang. Look
You're
at
welcome.
Karen.
You're welcome.
Look at Karen. So they put it backwards to make it look like you know the symbols from which. But you see, it's a Y. So year 2022.
You're welcome.
Get on record. Karen said it first.
This is my section right here.
Dang. So Celia said you can say it again. She already marked the calendar.
That's right.
Yeah, she is marked off. She said it. So and it was in the video. I openly said that she was right. Dynamite Joe start with the houses in the back. First, you get those houses done quickly without express. Amen. Excellent tip and suggestion. We do that all the time. All the time. I want to say that we also have it in our video for you know tips for how to HHN for newbies. Bethany said, "I love witches." Me too. But yeah, these symbols are gonna be lit up. So obviously, this is what you're gonna be able to see on both sides when it's pitch black over here, and there has to be some sort of food booth, Karen, coming over here. Yes. Because these are menu boards. Menu boards, yeah. So, but the bars is over here. But I love it. I love the designs. You see how you see it on the side? It looks wicked cool. So, that's exactly what I mean. And that this is the section that we're talking about on the side, and then you walk all the way to the back. Beautifully done. So then you have that one. That one, this article is old. So if you go to our video, you get to see what they did already over there. So which was cool.
Some of them are Instagram because I posted it.
Yeah.
Some, not all.
Exactly. If you guys follow us on Instagram, you already probably saw some of them. Because Karen tends to fall behind on Instagram.
I don't like to throw them all at the same time.
We have props here in Hollywood now. Oh, that's awesome though. I seen some pictures from whoever posting Instagram and Twitter in Hollywood, and it's looking better. Now, Pass Holders Appreciation Day. We got some specialty items that we pass holder can only take advantage of. All that we gotta do is go to one of these restaurants and show our pass, and then we just tell them.
That was good.
Yeah, they got a couple of things, you know. I want to say UO Universal Orlando food blog. He already started going around today and trying some, and he go to UO food in Instagram. You get to see some of them. But yeah, just know that there's gonna be restaurant like it looks like the sit down, like
Yeah.
Mythos, Lombard. I know some on City Walk are gonna have it. Um, Cowfish,
Ooh, cowfish. We gotta go
yep.
back.
Voodoo Donut's
Mango
gonna
ginger
have
cookies.
something special. So everybody's doing something for the pass holder appreciation month. You know, there's a few that I want to try.
That looks good.
Okay, this is one that I wanted to try. This is from Antojitos, and it's a
Ooh,
It's called quesadilla ahogada. So it's
ahogada.
ahogada, yeah, ahogada.
Ahogada.
Grilled quesadilla with braised short ribs, menonita cheese, and queso fresco topped with ranchero sauce and served with guacamole, black beans, and house rice.
That sounds amazing.
Yep. So it's looking good. I do like antojito. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's a
It's expensive.
yeah. So
Any
again,
Mexican,
big
but
fire. Everybody's having something. So if you are a pass holder, make sure you check that out. Like Karen mentioned earlier, we have not even complete Halloween Horror Nights, but at least in for the holidays, we know that we're gonna have the holiday parade, Grinchman Holiday Spectacular is coming, and everything else that they technically offer during Christmas is coming back. So that's good to know. Kind of crazy, right?
yeah.
But they cannot tell us what's coming for Halloween Horror Night. Which is your most anticipated house for this year, both of you? I'll say for me, it's gotta be because it's been so kind of like what's the right word? Where where people are like
Mocking it more. Like,
either mocking it or excited, controversial.
country.
It's been so controversial that the weekend actually got me looking forward. And I have seen his videos and all that, so I know it could be twisted and kind of creepy
Right.
out there. So I'm definitely looking forward for the weekend. I'm excited about Michael Myers because I love that traditional Halloween. Um, but for the original, definitely the weekend, and I did like the black phone. So and
Yeah, I think the black phone and the one there's one that has to do with witches, right? Or is that just a
mm-hmm,
scary? And I think that would be one of my favorites, just
yep,
because I like witches and stuff like that. I like
yeah.
all that. So I think that would be one of my.
It's just that
And then the black. I think the black phone would be interesting.
the black phone.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the Black Phone made it to Peacock today. So if you haven't watched the Black Phone and you have a Peacock account, I don't know if they're showing it. I barely use Peacock. Like I pay for Peacock,
Yeah.
but I barely use it.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. Good to know, right?
good to know.
Um, but
I don't see
if they
anything.
don't charge, there you go. If for that, to watch the movie. So if they don't
It's a
charge,
good movie.
then do it. Or you could actually subscribe to the for I think a whole week a trial for free. And if they're not charging for the movie, there you go. So if
Watch
you
it.
watch it, it's a really good. It was a really interesting movie. So
And then the rest, we don't really have. We don't have info about the rest, so
it's
we
kind
can't
of
really.
hard
It's
because
kind of hard, yeah.
they're original, so you don't know anything, and obviously based on the information that they're providing us.
Yeah, I think in the past we already kind of like try to put a list of which one all of us ones like definitely want to go, but it's hard this year. So hopefully this week we'll be able to do that. But I
Nah.
think the witches one. I think the witches. I really think the witches house and the scare zone are gonna be like the
Now
best.
scare zones is different. Scare zone. Let me see. Do I have anything over here in scare zone? Okay, so scare zone. This one looks fine. Okay,
It looks interesting.
it is interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is speculated to be Candy Mutant, um, or something on that. Now this one, I'm super excited.
Yeah.
This one again dealing with witches.
Yes.
The Coven Witches is in the San Francisco area. But more than this one, I'm liking the one that is in Hollywood, which is the Nettlewood Cemetery.
Yes.
What they've done with that cemetery, if you watch our last video yesterday and you
That
look
one.
at the details and the fact that every single section has like 2 to 3 speakers plus a big fog machine.
That's gonna be I think that's gonna be like the scariest zone.
If they have enough staff,
Yeah.
I feel like I think I said it in the video. The opportunities in that scare zone, they're endless. I am excited for that scare zone.
It makes it feel like they're going back to years where they used to have a lot of fog,
And you
and
couldn't
they
see
would
Jack.
you couldn't see anything, and you have people jumping from everywhere. Where they kind of, I don't know if it was to make it better for kids or for families. They kind of toned down on that fog, on the fog section. I think we're gonna get that this year, and that's in that specific zone.
So this one is the one I'm talking about in Hollywood. This is Nettlewood Cemetery. Uh,
And they've done a lot to that section.
so as you can see, there's 2 speakers. There's a speaker over here. There's a speaker over here, and
Bass.
now they have
the fog
a fog machine, but it's a very large fog machine, and they have added more details. They have added more plants and all that. So people, I can already anticipate where people are gonna be camouflaged. They may be dressed up like statues. They may be. I mean,
like
it's
plants.
like plants. Like look at these areas over here. So it's gonna be pitch black. So they're gonna be probably standing over there hidden. It is. I was walking there the other day, and I was like, wow, this is gonna be insane. For me, it will be Fiesta de Chupacaru. I forgot about that one. That house looking for as the original maze, and IP House the weekend also looking forward as well. I totally forgot about the Chupacabra, and I've been saying it for the longest. The Chupacabra is gonna be freaky as long as they stick to the original myth. If they start deviating and then come up with something stupid, then they could actually spoil a golden opportunity. Now, if they stick to the myth that we Latino know about, Chupacabra can be extremely freaky.
Yeah.
And it's a golden opportunity. I did forget about Chupacabra, and you're right. I'm excited about that.
I feel the weekend is going to be better than what people are expecting it to be. I'm hoping.
Me too. But this cemetery is looking so you cannot see it over here, but what they're doing is giving the vibe that this cemetery has been abandoned.
Right.
So now they have, if you go to the video yesterday, they have spider webs. They have like old candles sitting over there. It's full of plants. You know, you could tell when you
gargoyles,
see gargoyles,
like angels.
So when you see plants like this, obviously nobody have been maintaining it. So you see on the walls like that. It's super creepy. I am telling you, and I hope I'm not wrong. This one, I feel this is gonna be the best scare zone this year, if they have enough staff.
I think so too. I mean, I like the witches coven, the coven witches one.
Me too.
But that's a small scare zone. This is the bigger scare zone. So I think they're both gonna be really good. I think this one's gonna take the win just because it's bigger. If they do it like we're expecting them to do it. And if that, like Carlos said, if they have the staffing for it, but I think the Covenant being small, they could probably have the staffing for it. So I think that one's gonna be really good.
Now,
too.
For the people, they are very sensitive to sound, or if your first time coming to this HHN, be ready. It's gonna be a loud one. It's gonna be extremely loud. I have never seen this many speakers in scare zones in my entire.
Because they have the speaker and they have the bass.
No, and the plus the speakers that are on the roof.
Right.
No, those are not bass. So these are
regular.
Now my DJ thing is coming. So
those, I just see big speakers.
Yeah, you see big speaker, but those are not bass. Those are passive speakers, which are made to be louder on sound. It's not bass. It's gonna be just think about it like this. This is gonna be like a loud sound, and they're gonna use this one like what they call Twitter, like the voice is gonna be clear, you know. So
and even in the front of the park, they had a lot of speakers too.
Oh my God,
they must have speakers.
They have an array of speakers. I want to say I counted like 10 to 12 speakers in front of the park, like stacked up. This is gonna be, I'm telling you, the loudest Halloween Horror Nights that we ever had in history. Joe is saying I'm excited for this person.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be by far the best.
And on top of that, each of the sections have fog.
Yes.
Dude, my man, this is like Karen said, this is like back in the days. And back in the FYI, if you guys get too kind of like too scared, or the fog becomes too intense, then just walk
On the
behind
outside,
it.
yeah.
Always walk up behind here.
Don't walk straight in the middle
Yeah,
because
don't
that you're
walk
a
in the
target.
middle.
You're a target at that
So
point.
just walk behind it, and you will avoid the fog and the loudness and all that.
They're still
So
will run up to you, try to scare you, but you won't get all the sound,
yeah,
all the
but
fog. They don't deviate that much.
yeah, but you're competing against the traffic of people over
Yeah,
here versus you walking along.
straight.
So like when we have to go home because we're like, okay, it's
Time to
over.
go.
This is what we do.
Choo-choo-choo.
We caught a lot of people. So um, this is my ongoing joke. This is all of us waiting for more news.
And even that has a lot more stuff
Hmm.
all over it.
So you see how they have hidden speakers? That's not counting the speakers on top of the building.
Mm-hmm.
And this, again, this was a few days because as of Saturday, this
It has
has
a
a
gate.
gate. So if you watch the video, there's a gate, and I zoom on the part that the gate is against the concrete, so you could tell they're gonna be scratching it off. You know, they're gonna come
Maybe.
from back here and they're gonna like hit it, and you're gonna hear that the scraping of the concrete, which is going to be loud. Um,
I'm excited. I know there's a lot of lack of information, but just walking it the other day, it gets you excited.
yeah, sealing all this. This is the most repurposed truck ever. So we have seen this being used in multiple HHN. The most memorable for many people is The Walking Dead and The Purge.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. They keep
Killer
reusing it.
taste.
I'm excited.
Sweets
Sweets.
33.
These are the booth,
Food
the food
and
booth. So I'm excited about that. We will be tasting everything. We're gonna be doing food review, just so you know. So even if we post a video about uh Halloween Horror Nights on a Sunday, you know, it's a busy or not, always watch it because we always try food. Last year, I want to say that we were, if not the only, maybe one of the few content creators that legit try every single food item, as long as it wasn't seafood.
yeah.
In here, I try every single specialty drink, and we
Not all of them are good.
we've reviewed every single one of them. So if you're looking to get honest feedback from an entire family, obviously not the alcohol. Alcohol would be just me and Karen.
And if it's
uh,
good, because if it's bad, then it's just
yeah,
gross.
Karen will tell you. Now, this over here is pretty dope. This is the first time that they're using
An alley.
an alley, and talking to Adrian yesterday, a lot of people have been saying, "Hey, can you guys do something with that alley?" So they may be attempting something new. But anyways, this is a food booth, just so you guys know. Originally, when it was installed, a lot of people thought it was part of a scare zone, but this is in New York. And the minute that I saw candies and meat, I'm like, yeah, there ain't no way that that's a scare zone. So then later on, a few days after, they installed the booth, the menu board. So that looks pretty cool. Um, so you can see they have a mobile kitchen. This is the hoods. I don't want to worry. I mean, and that's my job. I'm a kitchen.
It doesn't
I'm
even
a,
have it doesn't have the hood on that picture.
It's right over here.
It doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. So, but anyway,
Sting alley.
it's very, very interesting to see what they're doing. I'm a bit concerned with the space. It's not this very narrow. The it's not even the flooring is not even level, which I could see if this is gonna be extremely dark. And people might be losing their balance. So if you guys are watching us, keep an eye on that.
So the fryers.
So that's a hood, mommy. Okay. Right there.
That's not there. This is the fryers.
Oh,
the
boy,
hood's
now
not
she's
here.
gonna argue with me.
I got the picture.
Trust me. I already told you we're right once. No, it's not. His story is not repeating itself. Believe me.
Yes,
no.
Yes, it is.
That's a mobile hood.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. Let's go.
It's against this wall on the right hand side, ma'am.
Sure.
Yeah, it's called Sting Alley. This is all normally, by the way. Who's right all the time?
I usually lose, but
I arrived to. That's funny how you say. I arrived 2 weeks after opening night, so I can watch all your reviews before I get there. Yeah,
Yes.
definitely,
This
definitely.
is why I
Because
have to make a point when I'm right. Doesn't happen often.
now, I mean, for food, obviously, do as you normally would. Just listen to the entire family. When it comes to drink, it's all depend what kind of drinks you like. Uh, Karen doesn't like drinking, so if you guys ever see that Karen say, "Oh, this is really good," then
It's that sweet drink
that
that's
means
really
it's
good.
sweet. That means it's not as heavy. The alcohol doesn't taste as heavy, which is dangerous. When you
Very.
guys know that. So that should give you an idea whether you're gonna like it or not. If you like kind of fruity drinks that you don't taste much alcohol or not. What are you showing me there?
This is that.
I'm not talking about this. Obviously, it's
The hood's not
the
there.
hood is over here, honey.
Okay, whatever.
Ay ay ay. She's killing me.
He's killing me.
Would you guys be there on opening night? Yes, we're
Yes.
gonna be there on opening weekend. Actually, we're gonna be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Definitely, will be there.
It's exciting.
Yeah, we usually there on opening nights. All right, Michila, this is for you
Ooh.
or any Harry Potter fan. They came up with new. We haven't seen it. I was looking
No.
for it the other
They
day.
didn't have it the other day.
No, but they're selling now the Death Eater merchandise and Draco Malfoy
Malfoy.
plush. So for $20, you could get him.
He looks like a cranky little boy.
Looks like a little
Pretty much. I didn't want to say it.
the Death Eater. I would love to buy the Death Eater. It looks cool, and I don't know jack about. Oh, pass me my.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for everybody who voted in Instagram that whether I should get this or not. I it was the response of your supporters was so overwhelming, and then y'all got my back so bad
I asked.
that Karen had to go back this weekend and get me my minion. And
His little minion.
as promised, I wasn't gonna dress him up because I told you this minion reminds me of me. Legit. This is how I want to be all day long if you leave it up to me. But
He looks like Homer too.
it's all right. Homer is my favorite character ever. Oh, no. But
Jeez.
anywho, we posted it last week. Or Karen posted it last week, and she goes like, "Should we get it for him?" And it was posted in Instagram and I think also Facebook, and it was overwhelmingly. I mean, a lot of people voted. Yes, 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 yes. So I didn't dress him up because I wanted him this way.
Oh, I didn't take a picture with you and him.
Oh, this time.
Yeah, to post it.
So, anyways, this is amazing. So now I got him. I got my mini Carlos over here. I like it.
Yes.
So
Now I have two of them.
Death Eater, $20. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, Michelle said awesome. I'm not a Slytherin, but cool.
I don't think we have a Slytherin in the house.
No, we don't.
Carlos. I mean, not Carlos. Carlos should be a Slytherin.
Yeah, thank you, Michelle. But I do like the Death Eater. I mean,
He's cute.
I mean, especially
he's
now
cool.
during Halloween, it gives a cool vibe. You guys notice we even have a
humongous
Halloween Christmas tree.
Halloween tree. Like, you don't have to say Christmas tree.
I'm gonna use it for Christmas. It's gonna be the first black Christmas tree for the office. This is pretty cool though.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. I really like what Universal is doing with the merchandise for Harry Potter. They're coming. I've been saying this. They're coming very strong with it lately. And I like it. So, but these are the kind of merch that I really like.
Look at that coaster.
That coaster.
The Dark Mark.
That's a cool coaster to have.
I love that.
So anyway, now available on Universal Studio. Now, apparently there was a big deal today because people showed up and the donut was increased by $1. I could have sworn that this donut was already $10 because it's gigantic. But no, apparently it was $8 first. And after I read this article, they were right. It was $7.99. and then around March it went to $8.99, and now, as of today, it's $9.99. But you will think that this size of donut would be already at $9.99.
Yeah.
But anyways, I can tell you something. I cannot eat that
No.
monster. That's huge. But anyways,
Too
if
much.
you
Too
are a
much
fan
ice.
of that donut,
It went up.
it went up $9.99. All right, moving along to Disney. Woohoo! This is where I get to like decompress again. I'm even getting hot over here. Go ahead, read it.
And Sheila said the coaster's awesome. Would love to see those in the house design. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Right? And
You
they're
would think they
making
would come out with all four of them, like all four houses at the same time,
right.
and make a set.
They're making cool coasters. I mean, both parks are, you know.
Or you're gonna have to go like every month and get there.
All right, so let's read this. Well, Karen, read it.
Reservations now open for Mickey's Not So Scary dessert party dinner reservation.
Now, I'm gonna be very Carlos like. Who the heck has time to do a dessert party and or a dinner reservation
During a party.
during a party
That
when
means you don't want to do anything else but that.
you are legit running
Yes.
all night long?
You don't want to do anything else. You want to go there for the dessert, the dinner, and then probably
Watch the
parade and
fireworks,
fireworks
right?
and the
Because
show.
you're in
The
the
three
dessert,
shows.
you're watching the firework.
You know, I can see like people that don't care to go to trick or treating or don't really care about going to see the characters and stuff, or the rides at that point. That would be beneficial. But I mean, I'm assuming you gotta pay extra, so you're paying the ticket to do all that plus whatever that's gonna be. So you must really.
All right, so there's something that we learned. We didn't say it in the video, but because you guys are loyal to this stream, I'm gonna tell it to you. If any of you are planning to come to Mickey Not So Scary Halloween, um, just know that you could get into the park as of 4 o'clock, which is fine, but everybody knows that. The part that is not advertised and people don't know is that you could meet Jazz Skellington and
Sally.
Sally, always confusing, Sally, as of 4:30, where the town hall where Mickey normally is, or
Mm-hmm.
The Tinkerbell used to be,
Right.
which is no longer there. We didn't find that out until the end of the night because we were talking to a friend of ours,
Right.
and he's like, "Oh yeah, I wish you guys would have known, blah blah blah." But as of 4:30, and if you wait after that, he says that around 5:30, the line is already an hour and a half.
Yeah.
But basically, a lot of people don't know that as of 4:30, you could actually see them. So
Did we even know that they were there? I mean, I didn't know,
no,
but that's
no,
not
because
surprisingly that I didn't know this.
we'll go over the map in a second because this blog Mickey posted a picture of the map. But going back to this, so Karen is correct. Unless that you only care about fireworks and
The parade and the show.
that's all that you're gonna be able to do. And trust me, you're gonna spend all day long, all night long, running. And this event was sold out and it was busy.
You felt it
We felt it, and the rain didn't help.
again.
Why we are so kind of bitter with what happened on that event is because we understand, it's opening night. Not a lot of things are gonna run perfect, but the problem is that it was completely disorganized. From the minute that you go to the Emporium, how the line for the specialty merchandise was managed. Then you guys are gonna see that. I mean, I don't show you the disorganization because that's not the point of the video. But then we decided to have start trying food, and the some of the cast members, some of them were even rude. And you guys know I defend the cast members. I mean, I'm married to one, so but a lot of cast members work hard, and some of them were extremely rude. They were disorganized. They were giving the wrong instructions. Um, then there was no mobile order.
Yeah.
So when we did the food review for Sleepy Hollow, um, Karen made a line of almost half an hour,
Right.
and by the time that we left, people must have been making the line for like 50 minutes easily. They only have one register open. In the meantime, I decided to look at the photo pass, and I'll show you the kind of photo pass that you could get if they are ready. And it was already 7:30, and the photo pass cast member were not ready. They were still setting up. So there was a lot of things that was pushing you to be behind. I feel there was a lot of miscommunication too.
Right.
So it wasn't Disney's best. Never been to Mykonos Scary Halloween. It seems that now they took out the Disney Fast Pass and it makes it hard to enjoy the rides and the show. Now, if you're gonna go for this event and if you're just gonna go for the rides,
You're
then
golden.
you're golden.
Yeah.
You know, I think the longest you're gonna be waiting maybe it's like 20 minutes,
Yeah.
25 minutes. You
You'll
know,
be able to do all the rides that
everything.
you want to do, like that are open, and you won't have problems doing that.
Yeah, that this kind of events are the perfect timing to do rides.
Right.
Now you're gonna miss out the cool stuff. You know, for example, the Halloween celebrations and stuff like that because they it's pretty cool.
Well, no, I think if you strictly go for rides and then the shows, you're good. Like once you start adding the food or start adding the characters, that's when you really lose time. So
Unless that they do mobile order, then don't eat in the park.
yeah, I think we wasted a lot of
I
time
highly
getting food.
encourage you not to
Yeah.
eat in the park because you're gonna waste too much time.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's why we're a little bit bitter. Don't go. You know, I cannot say publicly what happened, but I voiced my opinion to Disney. Disney responded. Disney did their part. You know, they made up for it. I'm okay with that too. It wasn't their best night, and they knew it. By the time I went to talk to them, they knew it. Uh, Disneyland Magic Key, basically Magic Key is the annual pass holders for Disneyland. They are pee off because nothing has been said to them. You know, their reservations has even they cannot even make reservation because they expire. And I'm at the point at that too. My pass expires at the end of September. Nothing has been given to me, and I want to go to Epcot's 40th anniversary, which is on October 1st. I cannot make reservations because I don't have anything. They don't, doesn't even allow me to upgrade it for whatever reason. So there's a lot of people who are extremely upset. Average attendance. This is funny, and all of you are gonna sarcastically funny. And all of you are gonna agree with me on this one. The average attendance is below 2019 levels at Disney parks, but revenue and incomes significantly higher due to the park pass annual pass blockout levers. So what they're trying to say is there's a couple of things that happen. Obviously, their revenue is gonna be higher when they're charging an arm and a leg
For
for
everything.
everything. It is not a surprise when Chapek showed up the other day to say we're below the average on 2019. Well, yeah, dude, idiot. You lower the percentage of attendance. We know as a fact that Disney was operating perhaps over 100% in capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're probably maybe at the 90-95% of what they should have got from the get-go to be considered 100%. So if back in the days they probably had, and don't quote me on this because nobody had ever have been able to determine what's the magical number back in up to 2019 when they said that they were full capacity. It was it 80,000? Was it 100,000 people? What was it? And then Disney doesn't release that info. So let's say that the park has capacity of 80,000 people. Uh, I know as a fact Disney was overselling tickets. They were packing Magic Kingdom, and what I mean 80,000, I'm talking about Magic Kingdom. Uh, they probably were pushing the 100,000 with Magic Kingdom, and they didn't care. It's like just like this picture. That's how it was.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't even have elbow room. You know, um, so obviously they realized with the pandemic they couldn't do it. So now they promise, hey, we're not gonna run it at 100%. So what they've done is they have to make up for the money that they've lost, rightfully so, as a company. So everything is expensive. Even to go to Mickey Not So Scary Halloween it was $139 or 129, 139 per ticket. So for the four of us, it was almost $600. People could go to Halloween or night to Mickey No So Scary Halloween back in the days, maybe for like $99,
Right.
$110 max per ticket. If you go to Halloween night and Halloween night, it's gonna be $199 per ticket versus maybe 150 that it was back in 2019. So they have basically capitalized on the whole thing. So what they're saying is like we also decided to start blocking uh, uh,
And it
park
passes.
park pass, and by doing the annual pass orders and also doing the reservation system, that's how they have been able to control it. So that's what they're saying, which is even more interesting when I show you this. So Chapek is saying now that he suggests and I watched the the interview where he actually legit suggests that maybe there's gonna be more increase at the theme park just to meet the consumer demand. So what he's saying that we have so much demand like everybody else that we're gonna probably continue to increase, and Disney increases no matter what. I mean, this
Right.
is nothing new.
Every
Every
every company.
every
Company.
year, Disney, SeaWorld, Busch Garden, and Universal, they always increase their tickets every single year, whether it's $5, $10. They've done it. I mean, look it up. Obviously, you don't hear about it, and only a few people know that Universal just recently increased again annual passes because now people are starting to talk. And this is the second time in less than 1 year that Universal increases their annual passes, but you don't hear it in the news. God forbid Disney does it,
Right.
because they're the eye of, you know, they're Disney.
Right.
How dare you? So Chapik is already suggesting that there's gonna be more prices increase. So he's already warning us. So be ready to pay more money to go to Disney. And when I read this article, you're also going to see low attendance because now Disney, in my opinion, now this is Carlos talking. Carlos, the content creator, you're putting things so expensive that you're almost making it impossible for people
People
to
to come.
afford it. So people or families that used to come maybe every year, now they may have to come every other year because it's darn like our trip to California. Maybe before pandemic we could have done it maybe every year. Now I'm already saying, okay, crap, either we save this amount of money every year or we may have to leave it for every other
Right.
year. There's no way, that we could spend somewhere between the 5 to 7 grand.
Every year.
It's every year. It's hard. It's hard to save that kind of money. So you're gonna keep seeing numbers below that 2019, but at the same time the revenue is gonna be increasing. Then the geniuses made money out of Disney Plus, so now they're gonna start charging people if you don't want to watch commercial. Now, what Chapek is doing, he's doing a hell of a strategy because he's aligning the whole commercial stuff with all the
Social media.
so no
Oh,
social media, other networks
yeah.
that are doing that, like Hulu. Well, they own Hulu, but like HBO Max is gonna start doing
YouTube.
that. Netflix is gonna do that now. So what they're saying is like, okay, now he's being smart. A lot of people don't like Chapek, and I told you before that as long as he makes money for the stakeholders, he's gonna keep his job. Now what he says is that, hey, we're adding commercials. He's not stupid. He's probably anticipating or preparing himself to see, just like it happened on Netflix, if we lose this amount of subscribers, I got companies that pay us marketing in order for us to show
No
their
commercial.
commercial. So he's gonna keep showing to the stakeholder, hey, we lost whatever 3 million subscriber, but we make more money than ever.
Right.
Now, depending the stakeholder, they might buy it because that's all that they care about. I'll be like, dude, you lost them, you lost them.
Fine. Get them back.
The only reason why you make the money is because of people are paying. I mean, they're paying for the companies are paying big bucks for that. So that's one thing. The kind of game that he's playing behind the scene. I mean, I watched his interview last week and I was just scratching my head. Again, as a business person, I'm like, don't try to insult people's intelligence either, because and now all of a sudden he has this look and he think he's, you know, the renovated Lex Luthor now, you know. So um, now he's looking like a jackass in my opinion. So just know they he did say that, and he didn't say it openly, but he actually led to believe that more prices increase are coming. But in the quarterly revenue, they posted more than $7 million in
Billion.
revenue, billion in revenue. So that's a lot of money. So the base ticket is $109. So I expect that to go up. Um, but anyways, that's my 2 cents about JPEG and the games that he's playing. I'm happy to see this that the
Oh,
cultural
nice.
representative
Yes.
finally are here in Epcot. So what that means, if you didn't know, is that now we got people, truthfully, they are Canadian in Canada. We got French people in France,
France.
African in the Africa, Mexican in Mexico. We're no longer gonna have cast member, not to
From a
disrespect,
different nationality
right?
in the country that they.
Right, we shouldn't have Karen in China.
Hey.
No, that's
No,
what I
no,
mean. That's what I
no.
mean. Because it was happening once the pandemic happened, and unfortunately the cultural representative had to go.
Right.
Then
The only way to open those pavilions was to.
And they have to give full timers
Right.
their
The
hours. So
So
a lot of people were not even part of Epcot at all. It's just that their location wasn't open, and they were given, hey, you want your hours, we need you in
Right.
this location. So this makes me happy, because this is where, if you like culture or you enjoy seeing people from their own country, this is where you're actually going to gain a lot of it when you
Right.
go
And obviously
to
you can go
Epcot.
talk to them and they'll tell you obviously about the national.
Yeah. So it's cool. Finally, they
Yeah, it's
arrived
nice.
after
That
over
was the
2 years.
missing touch of Epcot for
Mhm.
when you go to the World Showcase. You miss that portion.
Now, first look at Disney Photo Pass magic shots for Mickey Mouse Scary Halloween. Have any of you seen anybody posting this picture? That should tell you how Friday went. And trust me, I live on social media.
Yes, he does.
I belong on Photo Pass.
He eats, sleeping.
But I do belong on Photo Pass Facebook groups as well, and I follow Photo Pass in Twitter. This picture is supposed to be there. It's brand new, and it wasn't. It wasn't there. It wasn't there because they weren't ready. Okay. Now there's other cool picture that you will be able to take. So here's the famous headless
Horseman.
horseman. I wanted so bad to take that picture, but as of 7:30 at night, they were not ready. They weren't ready. They were supposed to be ready at 7. They were not ready. Um, so right there, I was already upset.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they weren't ready either, because that's in that same alley. This one, nope. Now this one, it was the one that we're taking when we were walking by after Sleepy.
Where I almost walked into
when you,
somebody's picture.
yeah, that was cute. Where Karen, uh, so we're leaving Sleepy
Sleepy
Hollow
Hollow.
after trying.
The best milkshake.
Don't spoil it. So we
I'm
were
just giving them a
we
little
were
hint.
doing a food review on Sleepy Hollow. So Sleepy Hollow connects over here, right? And I'm telling Karen, hey, be careful, because there's people taking photo pass pictures in there. She's like, so she thought it was the people around this area. She legit almost walked in front.
Almost.
In front. So I had to hold her by the hand. I'm like, what are
Maybe
you doing?
I was gonna be another ghost.
Yeah, you were gonna be such a Karen at that point. But
Why?
yeah, this one was ready. This one was not ready. So they told me, at least the lady was honest, the photographer. She said that in order for them to apply the pumpkin, they wanted to be dark.
Right.
That's what she said. However,
That's what she's.
a lot of people, they even took the picture at nighttime, ended up having Tinkerbell
Tinkerbell.
instead.
And somebody that took that picture in their side got that picture.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the photo pass was not in sync at all. And I heard a lot of people very, very upset about it because that's, one of your perks too, this picture I actually got it. This is the only photo pass picture I was able to get. Uh-huh. So
Where was I making the line? Because I
you
ain't
were
even.
making the line. Yes. So anyway,
You can see where I'm usually at making lines.
it was a little bit of a disappointment,
Just a little
to
bit.
say the least. All right, so here's the map, guys. The map is something else that I will tell you. Then now that this map is out, make sure you study it. You know, we have the disadvantage that the map they don't show it to us until we arrive, so we don't know what's happening the night of
Right.
making us a scary Halloween. For those who are planning to visit it this year, um, look it up and study it because there's a lot of things that you could do. So, for example, one thing I will highly recommend you to do if you want to take advantage of a little bit of everything is just do not do rides that you could do during the day. There's only 4 rides that you need to worry about because it has Halloween
Overlays.
overlay, and that's Pirates. Pirates have 3 or 4 sections where they have live performers. Then you have the teacup, which he has a different overlay.
Yeah.
I don't care about teacup. I get dizzy really quick. I show it to you in the video that it was posted. You have Space
Space Mountain,
Mountain,
which is
pitch
completely dark,
black.
pitch black, and but you hear they have music or like spooky stuff coming up,
Mm-hmm.
but
And
it's pitch black, like
yeah, you
you
don't
can't
see
see
anything.
anything.
And then the fourth one is Monster Inc., where the monsters are dressed up like Halloween. They just over there, as you're doing the trick or treat trail, you could actually sit down in the theater and they're actually making jokes live while you're in there. So those will be the only 4 rides that I will worry about.
And in my opinion, hit Pirates because that is the best.
Mm-hmm. It tells you basically all the activities. So you had the Boo to You parade, so that's a must. Disney Not So Spooky Spectacular, that's another must.
The one on the top, it's the Hocus
Hocus
Pocus.
Pocus. And then they have different dances. So by Disney Junior, for the little one, they have in Fantasyland, they have it over there. The monstrous screen of wind ball. That's I'm trying to read it from here, but this one is in Tomorrowland. And then they have something that is brand new. Is Zom Beats badge. That one is inside Cosmic Ray, which is based on the new movie, The Zombie 3. I was able to see part of it and I enjoyed it.
None of the rest of the family members.
Because you were buying coffee.
We were in line.
Karen was buying the coffee that we wanted to try out for you guys, and then Kyle and Kyle were riding the Speedway. So
Speedway was like literally walk on. So
I went over there. These are some of the food that they have. I will tell you either from the videos that you watch, either from us or from any content creator, just pick 1 or 2 items that you may want to try. Other than that, don't lines waste. Are too long.
I actually regret wasting so much time on food.
It feel like if Karen and I could afford it, we will go the 4 of us one time and then we'll return a second time just to do something basic to enjoy something else. So like if we want to showcase review from the 4 of us, then definitely we have to just dedicate that time. But if we did that review and then Karen and I wanted to see the parade and stuff like that without being rushed, then it sounds to me like we will have to pay another night. The 2 of us go and then redo because you're not gonna have time. There were lines, I'm telling you, that were like 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
It was not even a joke. I saw a lot of upset people that day. and I haven't seen that in Disney in a while.
Right.
Now the rain didn't help, but I feel I've been analyzing the whole scenario, and I think even ourselves we would have been more understanding if everything else would have just fallen in place.
Right.
But I think that by the time it started to rain, we were fed up, and I think that's what happened.
Yeah. I think
So,
so. And yeah, I think so. I think that's what it was.
so it's a cute map that you cannot find anywhere unless that you go to the event. It's pretty cool. Next week we're gonna show you what they gave us in the exit because it's still in our car. So yeah, in my car. So you have trick or treat locations, and there's like about 11 spots that you can meet characters. Which characters can you meet? They don't tell you. That's the other problem. So for what I've been told, obviously you have Jack and Sally that you can meet. You can also meet. We saw Winnie the Pooh and
And the gang.
and the gang because they were walking by us.
So Tweedledee and Tweedledum because they were
Tweedledee,
walking by.
Tweedledum. And Donald, Daisy, and can remember Mickey and Minnie are somewhere else. Other than that, I don't know who else is out. Oh, the Country Bears, they're out. But other than that, I don't know. They don't tell you. I found out because either people told me or I seen it in other people's videos. So that's how I. Oh, Jack Sparrow, he was there, which they thought the line was
Oh,
humongous.
I'm sure.
Um. So anyway, last year was Goofy dressed up like a pirate in
Right.
Bull Bash. So when you come to this event, you gotta make a choice.
What? Yeah.
Am I here for characters? Am I here for food? Am I here for rides, or am I here
Trick
for
or treat.
trick or treat?
Or the shows.
Or the shows. That those are.
I think the shows you can squeeze into any of the stuff that you're doing, but you can't. I think it'll be a little bit unrealistic to think that you're gonna go in and you're gonna be able to do everything.
Like in Halloween Horror Night, I told you that I could guarantee you, depending on what time you start, that you could probably do maybe 9 out of the 10 houses. So I would say about 80 to 90% of the things without express passes. You could. I cannot tell you the same thing about making us so scary Halloween. I can't. I mean, it is
just
so
not enough hours.
overwhelming.
And the fact that it was sold out event and it felt sold out, like it felt.
And the fact that multiple locations were so disorganized, not what we are used to seeing in Disney, that actually made it worse. And then the rain came, so the rain delayed everything else.
Right.
Which the rain is nobody's fault.
Right. Nobody can control the rain. And the rain wasn't as bad as the opening night of Halloween Horror Night. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
But it did manage to.
But the problem with the rain is that you're like, okay, the parade happens at 9:15 and 11:15. And then this show happens at this time, that time. So you're already planning around that. So if the rain happens and then they delay, then it delays everything else. They're not gonna stop maybe the other thing that you want to see because it was raining.
Right.
They're gonna continue.
Everything else moves on.
Exactly. So now you're gonna start missing. And if it happened like us, that they kept saying it will be delayed due to weather, but then after that, after 15 minutes, they canceled it. Now I not only watch these, I couldn't watch these, but now I cannot watch this because I was already behind. So those are the kind of frustration that people were experiencing on that night.
Yeah.
He is. I don't see him. I don't see him, Lisa.
We need Lisa as a.
Lisa, I'm gonna put you as a moderator.
Yeah.
Because if I put you as a moderator in YouTube, if it's coming from YouTube, you could actually block people, delete people. You could, and I don't even have to worry about that. So if you're okay with that, I'm gonna put you as a moderator. Aloha Jax, my friend.
Why are you calling that?
It will because he's right. It rains every single opening. But this time I'm bringing my umbrella, dude.
I hope it doesn't downpour like it did.
And well, and I hope they doesn't flood any freaking houses like they did last year, because that's why they delay a lot of things last year too. I didn't talk about that earlier. You see, so that even pushes behind because the what was it?
The two in the back.
The two on the back,
Yeah.
the pumpkin
By
one and the other one,
MIB.
they were
They got
flooded.
flooded.
So that was another fiasco. Um, but hopefully, if it rains, I hope it's not as hard as last year. This was pretty cool to see. So they brought some photo ops. Um, I got excited to walk in this area. So in case you didn't know, this is where Stitch Gray Escape used to be, and I haven't been in this area in years, maybe like over 5 years. So when I saw it open, I'm like, are they actually showing Stitch? But no, they have two cool photo op. One it was Mr. Todd, and then this one was
Toad.
Monster Toad. I'm sorry. Um.
Monster
So
Tank.
I know you ended up taking a picture. I didn't show on a video, but you ended up taking picture of the kids in there, which is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Is sticking her tongue out in the monster one. Every single picture that I took.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Kyla did it pretty cool.
So this one we never saw because we didn't. This was in Adventureland, and I never made it to
We
Adventureland.
didn't make it to adventure. I was
So,
kind of mad.
but this was the only photo op that we missed. Sleepy Hollow.
We saw
That was pretty cool. I think I showed it in the video. And then we were there on Thursday night, the night before, and we were able to take a picture on this one for promoting Hocus Pocus 2. So, uh, Lisa is doing her pumpkins.
She's gonna do 16 pumpkins up.
Lisa, you wanna put 16 pumpkin? Are you gonna tell us what's happening in Horror Nights tomorrow? One of the part that I was most excited about, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how I'm gonna candy code this one because I can. Disney lied to people. I mean, I want you to read this. Just this section. Say it, Karen.
Max Goof Powerline Party Time. Pre-parade at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween.
Okay. So again, read this. Read it loudly so that people in the back can hear it.
Pre-parade.
That never happened, people. If you watch any content creator, so you see pictures like this one of people that were able to capture him, it was because they were at the right spot at the right time at the right moment. They didn't even know that Max was gonna come from there. Disney lied to us, and a lot of people were heartbroken and upset. Now, the headless horseman, we were all speculating he probably was gonna come back as part of that parade. But common sense says, okay, it was raining. It was still raining during the parade.
Yes.
They're not going to have a horse, during rain, surrounded by guests, because it may either throw off the horse or, it may be slippery, too slippery for
it
the
was
horse,
slippery.
However, if you have characters throughout the parade, through the entire route, and this clearly says pre-parade, we all were expecting to see Max. Why in the blue hex sky Max came out in front of the Emporium with his dancer, and only people that were in front of the Emporium around the town hall in front of the train station towards the end of where the parade exit were the only one to see it? That is messed up. And just like I told this about Universal, Disney screwed up, and they screwed up big time. Disney and Universal, they need to stop lying to the guests. They need to stop lying.
Right.
End of the story. There shouldn't be no excuse of why this character couldn't be in front of the parade.
A pre-parade.
A pre-parade, which means
the
in front
parade
of it.
starts in Adventureland.
And every single character, we saw every single character. And I'm going to show you where he came out. I don't know where Blonde Mickey got him from, but I know that if you watch Peggy Mr. Morrow, you see where only the people around here were able to see him. Now, Paging Mr. Morrow, Nate, happens to be at the exit where he came, which he was across from the Emporium. So, and he happens to be there, and he happens to have picture a TikTok actually with the dancer and all that, but he didn't know. He was just there. So people that were here, like halfway through here, and all these people were able to enjoy this. Other than that, the rest of us got screwed up. Why? Because the first parade was canceled, and this is the second parade. So Disney completely lied to us. I don't care which way they want to put it. I'm the one who I'm not afraid to voice my opinion. And again, Disney doesn't pay me anything, you know. Um and once I saw that Block Mickey posted this that night, I was beyond pissed because and you may think, well, Carlos, who cares about that cat? It is a big deal. This is the first time that Max is here at our event. Max, you could see him in Disneyland most of the time, and Max is a character from the 90s. And if you can see, Disney's trying to go like Universal, very retro. So for me, it was a big deal. A lot of people got excited when Disney announced 2 days before that he was coming. You know, so again, it is completely messed up.
I think for us too, the sad part is that Khalil kept pointing in that one. He's like, "There's something going over there. There's a dancers or something." If we would have seen that it was Max, somebody would have gone over there to see it.
Yeah, but at that point, we were already too
We
far.
were and we were in line. We were already in our spot for the parade. And if you know how it is with parade, if you move, you lose your spot.
So we couldn't move because they would. I remember at one
They were
point
already blocking us too. Yeah.
they don't allow you to move. So at that point, you know what I mean. So it is upsetting. And at that point, I already lost it. I was like, no, this is BS. I'm gonna say something. Which I highly encourage you guys to always say something. If you feel that what you pay for wasn't delivered how they promise, always say something. I hate to be that guy. Trust me, I don't do this all the time, but I ended up voicing my opinion, and I could tell you, yes, Disney made it right. But I was upset. So my whole night was ruined because of Disney's bad decision, Disney's what I feel or this organization, and up to a certain degree, Disney false advertisement because they couldn't handle it the way they should have. So trust me, I have more examples to give. So when we tell you, I was upset, we don't get upset easily. It could be the possibility of rain or not. You never know. You know how Florida weather could be. Yes, but this is a pre-parade, which it means if he had a problem coming out, then we wouldn't see no parade. We saw all the characters, we saw everything, but the headless horseman because it's the only one that cannot do it while
It's a bigger safety concern.
right.
But I think maybe Dynamite Joe is talking more about Halloween Hornet. Because we started talking about how it rains. How it's gonna rain on opening
Oh
night.
yeah, it always rained.
Yeah.
It always
But
rained.
hopefully, it doesn't usually pour like the last year.
No,
Like,
last year was insane.
Yeah.
But it always rained for everything. Like even for the opening day of Mardi Gras, it rains.
even sometimes for the holidays, it rains. Like,
I mean, Sheila said, I thought he was supposed to be in the parade, not a pre-parade pre-show. No, he was advertised for that pre-parade uh pre-show. The problem is
when you hear pre-parade, you figure he comes before the parade. Everywhere. And the parade starts in Adventureland, not in
right. So
Main Street.
in case you didn't know who Paging Mr. Morrow is, I mean he's very popular. So Nate is he's a good friend of the channel too. So I'm gonna show you exactly. So this is where Nate happens to be. Nate has no idea. It's like everybody. I mean, the tracker, Team Engine tracker, were back here. Michael K was in front of us. All content creators were spread all over. So Nate comes over here because he in his head is like, hey, I want to be closer to the exit.
Exit.
A lot of people do that. I do it as well all the time. But what is great? Okay, so when you mean pre-parade, you see all the characters, you see all the flows and all that, blah blah blah. So there shouldn't be at that point any reason as to why that character Max could have not been. Look at this. This is the one of the most amazing things to see. You know, and it was wet. It was still raining, and she's out. So let me see. This is where Nate. I know. This is where Nate is standing and check out when they start coming out. So again, he just happens to be there at the right time when this whole thing. You see, so this is pre-part 8. So Nate has all that thing even in TikTok. So they came next to that. I forget the name of the store, but this is the store that sells Pandora, Coach, and all that. Okay, you see it? He's pre-parade right in the middle of Main Street. That's what he. This is the Emporium, the middle of the Emporium. This is where
That's
he
what
get.
Khalil saw.
That's what Khalil saw from a distance. They're like, I see people dancing, and we're like, well, maybe people are just like having fun. So if he's able to do this, don't tell me that he cannot do it for the entire route. So, obviously Nate is as excited as everybody who got to see it because he was the one of the big deals.
Yeah.
Everybody was dying to see him. So, Dave, my man, I click on this video at the right time. You're 100% right about being upset.
Dev, you missed him. He's been on a rant the whole night. If it's not Universal, it's been Disney.
Dev, I'm having a Puerto Rican moment, my man. I'm not holding back tonight. I'm speaking nothing but the truth. I guess that my whole being what do you say? How I usually I could be very diplomatic when I say things that just went down the hill today between Universal and Disney. And if you and I would have been together on Friday, that probably wouldn't be the most positive video that you and I could have made together. I'm not lying to you, my man. So again, we presented it in the editing on a way that okay, and you know that as a content creator, you have to present the things in a way that okay, here's how things happen. Yeah, this is cool, this is fun, this is cute, blah 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 blah. But I didn't present the disorganization and all that because I don't want to attack cast members directly.
Right.
It's not their fault. Sometimes they're being fired. But some of them. But they where there's a cast member, there's a leader. And if that leader is not there directing and making sure that things go the right way, it's the leader's fault. It's not the cast member. So, my man, you would be pee off, my friend. We are probably the one that presented the video in a way not to disrespect Nate trackers and all. You know how we are, Def. But I feel like we pay almost $600. You know that 4 of us is $600. I want my money worth. Now nobody can plan rain. That's nobody's fault.
Right.
But by the time it started raining, things were so disorganized that I was already upset.
And the rain really didn't affect too much the night. It did affect a couple of the shows, but we still got most of the shows. So the rain, I don't think the rain is totally at fault.
No,
you know what I mean?
Because it
wasn't even pouring.
You understand. But I go back to this. I simply go. I go back to all of this. You tell me you're gonna have photo passes. I go to your photographers. They're not ready. Then you tell me over here he's pre-parade, pre-parade, meaning everybody should see it.
Right.
They didn't. Then they should say
Main
only
Street.
people in Main Street will see him.
Right.
It was completely,
Or for that, they should have given
completely.
him a dance party. Put him in a corner, like
Yeah,
put him in one of the
send them to
sections
Tomorrowland.
and put him on a dance corner.
So you get all the people, including myself, who are fans of the '90s, excited, and I don't get to see it. And then later on, I find out
That he
through
was like,
Block Mickey because I happened to be in social media that he came out. And then later on, I happened to Nate told us because we happened to see Nate at the end. And I was so hot at that point.
I was hot at the beginning. He was hot at the end.
Yeah, Karen started very hot.
It was a rough start to make it not so scary.
You know. Now, is the event cute, worth it, and
Yeah.
all that, depending how you take it, you know. I know Def is planning to go, so everybody in this chat, I want, including myself, I'm gonna watch when Def goes because hopefully by then they're already
Fix some of the stuff.
fix a lot of the craziness out. And you know that's how Disney or any corporation hopefully learn from their mistakes. So who knows, Def may have, and I hope he does, has a better experience than we had. But again, for a family of four, almost $600, you lying to me. At this point, you lying to me. I'd rather you say that, you know what, Max Goof didn't come out for whatever reason, nobody saw it, than you trying to play me like a fool. And that part got me hot.
Pity the fool.
That part got me hot. I'm like, now you're playing me stupid. And that I don't take lightly. So trust me, I did have my conversation that night before I left the park. I mean, they did their thing. I tell you later offline what happened. Um, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm here to tell people the truth, whether they like, whether Disney likes it or not, and I can care less, at that point. Just don't lie to people or admit when you made a mistake, you know. But you know what they do? They screw up and they put the poor cast member to face the frustrated guest. Because I did not see one darn manager out there when I was voicing my opinion.
There wasn't a leader. She was walking back and forth.
Walking back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
She was not facing the.
Well, no,
the
of course
music.
not. That's why you have 1,000 cast
You got
members.
all the poor cast member.
I mean, but to that point, you had the cast members taking care of the issue. She already probably went and told everybody, "This is what you're gonna do. If the guests say this, this is your thing." So it's not like they're like, "Well, hold on, let me go get final approval for stuff." Like she already did her part to tell the cast members to give the empowerment that we usually should have to make it right. She was active. She was walking back and forth. I'm sure she was taking care of other things too. But the cast member itself took care of the issue. So at that point, I don't need a leader for that.
There were a lot of people upset. Family, there were a lot of people upset.
There's quite a few.
A lot of people upset. Now, is Disney gonna lose money? No, they don't. They're not gonna lose money because maybe the people that want to complain
doesn't upset the
just
people.
like this tiny amount of people compared to the amount of tickets that they sold. So yeah, I did have a Puerto Rican moment tonight. I told you.
He did. He was hot.
I told you from the beginning, I'm not gonna hold back because I'm tired of both companies lying. I'm tired of Universal playing stupid games and not releasing information when they need to. I'm tired of Disney doing a false advertisement. And I'm not blaming it on the rain because my dude over here, he's dancing, jumping, and running. And I'm telling you right now, it was drizzling still.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to hear nobody say, well, Carlos, maybe it was the rain. No, it was not the rain. Disney screwed up.
Well, or don't. Jeez, there it is, Lisa. Don't say that it's a pre-parade show. Like, just say he's gonna be at Main Street.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He's gonna be at Main Street. Now it could be anywhere in Main Street, but then you already said he's gonna be in Main Street. Whether you see him or not, then that's know.
Yeah. I love you too, my brother. I love you too. I hope that I'm not coming negative. I'm just trying to do what is right for everybody. And again, I'm hoping also that Disney goes and fix all of these issues and they come up with backup plans. Okay, if it rains again, here's what we're gonna do. So right. All that I'm asking, I hope that they actually learn. That's all that I'm saying, and I'm sure they will. I mean, I've seen it where they fix things. but it wasn't the best opening night. And how did Penny Mr. Morrow stand there at the right place at the right time? He was there. He was there. A lot of people. He So a lot of us and Dev can tell you also this. Um, when you go to theme parks, you kind of start getting your sense of where do you want to stand, depending on your plan. So, for example, our plan was at 11:15. So before they canceled the second Hocus Pocus show, our plan was we watch fireworks, we do the Hocus Pocus show, then we watch the parade, and then from there we go to Adventureland and do Pirates, and that's how we end the night. By canceling Hocus Pocus, then the only thing that we do is have the parade. So at that point, I'm like, I'm not gonna go towards the front over here because they have a last show for Hocus Pocus, which it was at midnight. So it doesn't make sense for me to come all the way here for us and then walk all the way down there. Now, if people that don't mind watching Hocus Pocus at that point or something like that, and their planning is okay, I watch the parade because it's the second parade, and I go from there because I don't want to deal with the amount of people that rushing out. Then you start calculating if I stand in the middle of Main Street or if I come back here that I'm able to go. So we have done that. I mean, again, Dev can tell you sometimes we all watch fireworks from back here to be closer to the exit.
Dev, Jack, Lost TV.
Exactly. Steven have done it. We all do it. So Nate shows the middle of Main Street because he probably had an opening that he can see, and at the same time he could exit. But
maybe, or maybe he just likes watching the parade from Main Street. Yeah. We don't know why kind of we sometimes we pick where we stand. Sometimes we are looking for the best shot, or sometimes we are looking for the best route to get out of the park before
like
everybody.
For us, if we want to watch the Macy's parade, I like watching the Macy's parade in front of the Mummy because when Santa Claus is in front of the tribute store, from that point on, he's already shooting the confetti. So by the time it makes it in front of the Mummy, the confetti is coming down. Yeah. So for us, for pictures purposes and video purposes, it comes flawlessly. So we always stand, if we're recording the parade or Macy's parade, we always stand by the Mummy. So we all have our preferences. Because Santa Claus shoots in front of the Christmas tree, in case you didn't know. That's when he starts shooting the confetti. So did you guys get a full refund or free tickets? We got something. I don't want to put them a blast, but we got something. And they didn't argue with us either. They were very, very helpful. But they admitted their mistake. And even when she mentioned the rain, I'm like, it's not about the rain. There's more into than the rain.
I don't think the rain. The most the rain did was cancel Hocus Pocus
or delay everything, push you back and lose. And so you saw how I said I wanted to go to Adventureland. I never made it to Adventureland because I want to catch everything else.
Well, and they kept saying the show's coming. Right. If you would have said, "Hey, Hocus Pocus is not happening," great. We would have moved on and done something else.
So what they were trying to do, legit, they were holding people to show an attempt that they were trying, so that way people were not as upset. Then they went ahead.
They tried to fix it, but
right. Then they went ahead and showed Hocus Pocus. The first of all, their first show it got cut off in half, 10 minutes into it. Second show got canceled. Again, it's the rain. It's nobody's fault.
It was raining hard at that point.
And the third show, they kept pushing it, and then they did less than 5 minutes. They only did that song, and that's it, and they left. A lot of people told me, even in the comments, but you got to understand for the safety of the performance. I understand that. I get it.
Trust me. Cancel it.
There's nobody better than me that will actually voice my opinion about the safety of the performance or anybody else. But I'd rather you, instead of stretching it, cancel it. I'm not stupid. There's somebody backstage looking at the forecast the same way that I am. Actually, Disney Universe is better. They actually know from the national weather exactly how long the rain and the storms are going to last. So if you see them, when you guys are in the theme park and you see them that they actually stop the lines in the attraction, and you're like, well, it's not raining yet.
It's
Well,
coming.
it's not raining yet. Why they're stopping is because they told them,
It's not that
the
far.
national weather told them the lightning and thunder is not that far. And in Universal, how you're gonna know that is because the radio goes like doo 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 doo. If you ever hear that doo 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 doo, I'm like, oh, a storm is coming. And at that point, you're like, okay, let me look for shelter, or they're gonna shut down lines soon. So, pro tip for you. So, again, it's just the lack of of ownership, of wanting to make it better, the false advertising. Nobody can tell me that Max could have not come for the entire parade. That's just BS right
And
there.
at the point, if even the point was to have Max just at Main Street, then you should have. That's what you should have said. Max will be in Main Street, not pre-parade. Pre-parade, you're gonna think that he's pre-parade, so he's gonna come out right before the parade starts.
So, bottom line, we all understood the possibility of seeing the headless
Because
horseman.
Headless Horseman is a pre-parade thing.
Right. We already knew. Everybody who was there because of the rain, we already knew we were not gonna see him.
The horse is the first thing that comes out because of safety for the horse, safety for the rider, safety for the guest. There's too many safety variables.
So everybody who was around, that we already talked about saying, oh, the headless horseman is not gonna.
Yeah.
I mean,
I heard people saying, you think that? No,
Nope.
And I would turn around and be like, he's not coming.
Understand, and people were like, understandable. I mean,
Yeah.
it's raining, and people said, and I quote, but Max should come soon then. And then when we saw the big sign that says Mickey Not So Scary Halloween, the
beginning of the parade.
beginning of the parade, I do one of this, and I told Karen, where the heck is Max?
He was in the front having a party.
So yeah, Max already was dancing over
Max
here.
was already out.
I was out there in the back looking for Max. That's what I was doing. So Michela said, I hope they get the kinks out. Disney tends to do that a lot. They put things out there before they're ready. Yeah. There too many screw up, man. I was like, stop being, just do the right thing. Again,
I think for parties like that, it's easily fixed. Like they can fix it. Like, so hopefully moving forward
they will fix it.
They'll fix it.
I hope they learn from this mistake. But again, we are locals. I'm not saying that we're rich. I'm not saying that we're made out of money either. We are local. There's a lot of people they plan around these events. Paying $139 for that night is a lot of money. In our case, paying almost $600 after taxes is a lot of money. Not about the rain. I mean, if you watch our videos, I mean, that night you could actually see us carrying an umbrella. It's not that.
We're one of the few people.
We're one of the few people that carry umbrella around. The problem was the disorganization, the dishonesty, the trying to play people stupid when they shouldn't, being money hungry like they've been lately, and not owning to their mistake. That's my issue. Other than that, nobody can control the rain. A freaking hurricane could have come through that day, and I'm like, man, that's messed up. It just happened to us, Not, don't get me wrong. Disney has been known, and it happened last year during a Mickey Very Merry's or the holiday event. I think it was, I think it was the second event or third event that it rained really hard and like worse than kind of like the Halloween Horror Night, and they ended up canceling that night overall for everything. And there were guest services came out, and they were actually giving people either the refund or passes to come back. Now it says when you buy the tickets, it's what is it, rain and shine?
Yeah.
Weather's not gonna affect it. But they went ahead without any complaints. They went ahead and actually gave people money back or gave them tickets for another night. So Disney is known to do this before. But we cannot justify the lack of organization, them lying as a company, being dishonest. I'm not gonna tolerate that, and I can't, as a content creator, I cannot put a product out there and tell you guys, oh, everything was wonderful.
Best
Uh,
night ever.
it's the best night ever. No, because it wasn't. They need to get their crap together. And if you tell me that something is opening at 7, I shouldn't be waiting until 7:45.
Right.
That's on you. That's not on me. So, anyway, that's the mess that happened that night. So there you go. Other than that, there's a couple of things that was super cool to see. They have a lighting effect in Space Mountain.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that because you went to Space Mountain, and that's when it started raining so hard when you guys got out. But I was able to see the different changes.
I feel like I didn't see a lot.
This was super cool to see. This
Yes.
so it did help per
The
se
rain.
that the rain was there, and I'm gonna show you even. Oh, hold on a second.
Broke it.
Hold on a second. No, because I want to show.
The fireworks were like amazing.
Yeah, the fact that
For the parts that weren't the best, fireworks were on point. I like the fireworks.
Yeah, and the fact that the cloud was like that, it was.
Yeah, it gave it like that very eerie feeling.
Look at this. I don't know. They're not gonna be able to see that.
No,
but
you have it on the wrong.
no, I know because I cannot. That's a different program, so I cannot show it. There you go. Even the cover of that video that I edited, you guys see? That's when you edit videos, it just randomly stop whatever, and that's what it shows you as a cover. I spent legit minutes staring at this video cover. You could see Walt, you could see Mickey's shadow, and you could see exactly what that picture is demonstrating over there. Look at that background.
You're welcome.
And all that happened. That's not a picture, man.
Oh.
That's actually the video. Thank you very much.
But I took the video.
I already told you were.
I'm capped out. I'm capped out.
You're capped out. You already were right once. Don't even try.
I'm trying.
Okay. So just look at this. This is gorgeous, and it helped out that it was cloudy, that it was drizzling,
misty.
That's that effect. So when they did that firework like that and that lighting, it looked like it was fire right behind the castle, and it was kind of cool because I stopped. I started staring. I'm like, man, I need to I had to just download this almost like a thumbnail, just to keep it as a picture because it's pretty outstanding. One of the best shots that I feel I have seen. So you know what? Not everything is wasted. You know what I mean? Michela said, "I love the fire. The fireworks are amazing." Hocus Pocus, that show is also pretty cool. When you're able to watch the whole thing, and the parade, the Boo to You parade, is amazing. And if you get to experience everything, even with the headless horseman, it's even better. It's just like one of the best parades for me. In our opinion, one of the best parades around.
Although back when I used to work at the Magic Kingdom, the headless horseman actually rode, like he would gallop through all that. Now he just walks.
Yeah,
I'm assuming too many accidents.
The headless horseman, back when they brought in the first year that they brought it, I remember that you were working obviously as a manager, and then that happened on opening night. Then the second night, you brought us, and that was probably Kyla's first Mickey and also Scary Halloween. I remember this shot because I was, from that point on, I became a fan. The like Karen says, he started running, galloping, right? And then at that point he stopped and he went in 2 feet.
Yeah.
Kind of like in the movie.
Yeah.
And then the shot was that you had the pumpkin over here lit up.
Yeah.
One of the best things that I ever seen, Disney do. Then after maybe a few years, they stopped it because it's an issue. It's a safety issue for the horse, the performer, and obviously
I think the horse every now and then,
the
like
guest.
he wouldn't take the corner.
Yeah,
He wouldn't take the turn.
because the whole thing is for him to run, and then they stop him like that. But he sometimes they're animals, so he wouldn't do it, and
Or
there
he
were
would just keep running straight instead of turning when he's supposed to turn.
but it was amazing to see that. So Kea
Hey,
said,
thanks for showing up.
uh,
Thank you. You haven't
Virgo,
missed much. You just missed Carlos ranting.
you just missed my true Puerto Rican blood coming out.
Came out tonight for sure.
Yeah. Yes, Miss Sheila, you're right. You're right.
Oh yeah, it's not. It's really not safe for the horse. So whenever it rains, no matter what, the horse
They
is
don't. He doesn't
he's
come
the
out.
first one that
Yeah.
and that's understandable, right? Like
This is the part that I was telling you. Um, that at this point I already knew the Max wasn't coming because I saw the sign, but I didn't see Max.
no Max.
No Max. So
It's okay.
anyway, changing subject. Boardwalk Deli open today.
Woohoo!
I'm hearing good reviews. Our friend Andrea from Disney for Foodies actually was there this morning or part of the morning slash almost afternoon, and she tried a couple of items and she enjoyed it. Brooke McDonald also was there this morning and she tried some breakfast items, so gave him good reviews. So new, I guess it's a new look.
It's a little
So
bit more
instead of the
upscale.
bakery, now it's a deli.
It's a little bit more upscale.
So I right on board. Well, this is kind of cool. They announced they're coming with the if you're a fan of the electrical parade. Why are you checking your?
You're not getting it.
I'm not getting it.
Okay, I'm just.
I don't need more. But if you're a fan, for those who are a fan of the Disney Electrical Parade, they're coming with their own Magic Band Plus. This leads me to believe that soon it's coming out and it has to come out in Disneyland. There's no way that
they're gonna make a whole Magic Band for them and not have it.
And they're gonna release it here and they're not gonna have it over there. That would be stupid.
Well, I mean,
Magic Key Disneyland prepares for Magic Key renewals. This is the new. Remember, I told you people were pretty upset because they have been leaving a lot of comments and frustration, and Disney doesn't answer. And it's true. According to this screenshot, it said over here that please sit tight. The queue to renew Magic Key Pass will open soon. That's what somebody took this sometime today. I think it was early this afternoon. So apparently they are working already on the website. So chances are that we will be hearing about the Magic Key, and we need to hear about Magic Key so that way they talk about ours, because if not, it's not gonna happen. Anyway, I think that's it for. Let me check in. They have anything that they have released. I don't know what they're testing fireworks for, but Magic Kingdom.
The Christmas ones.
Oh, the Christmas one. Okay.
It's Christmas colors.
I guess so. Anywho, guys, it's been an interesting last week, guys. You guys know that I could get a little bit overly excited too when they do things wrong, but kind of crazy. It was a crazy night.
It was.
Anyways, we got a couple of videos coming out in the next few days. The Disney Foodie Guide for us testing. I think we tested, spoiler alert, I think about 8 items for making No So Scary Halloween. We do have a video of us visiting Spirit Halloween. We finally were able to make it down there, which is kind of cool. So a lot of people they visited, but the problem when you visit Spirit too early is then a lot of things are missing. So in the store,
they opened the store way early. Way early.
The store that we went to, you can see already that how they're going. There's only a couple of items that were missing.
It's been the most set from the past years.
So we got that video coming. Obviously, we're gonna be on top of anything happening to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Night announcement, whether it's the 16 pumpkins or not. So obviously they have to announce something either this week or next week. They don't have a choice. And now at this point, they're put against the wall.
Yeah.
And for Universal, if you see the Universal release everything all at once, you could tell, or you already know that our theory is completely right, that they were extremely behind, because that has never been done in the history of Universal releasing everything. So, meaning 600 houses and confirming all scares on all at once,
The menu.
plus everything else, the shows all at once. That had never happened in the history. So, there, if that happens, you're gonna be like, dang, you know what? They were truly behind.
Yeah.
One thing. This is what I wanted to say very quick. We need to go back.
I have yet to go.
Well, exactly. You haven't been to Food and Wine this year. So the kids and I, we have to go back, and we have to bring you this time. But as of today, all the food booths have been open, because there were
Hey, perfect.
a couple of booths that they were holding on to today for whatever reason. So the Hawaii food open, the Coastal Eats food open booth open, and the Mac and Eats booth already open. So officially, all booths have been open as of today on uh, Food and Wine. So hopefully, we'll be able to visit soon. Hopefully, sometime this week. We're still getting acclimated with
School.
kid schedule in school, so that's the biggest disadvantage at this point. But definitely, we got to go back over there. But anyway, stay tuned, guys, because a lot of cool stuff are coming, and we're heading to September. September's gonna be busy,
Very.
busy. We already got our kind of like, no reservation, were our preference to go for D23, because that's the new thing. You gotta mark your top four preferences of the panels that you want to see. So we'll see. Maybe I get to see Cesar Milan.
Maybe that'd be fun.
Am I the only geek who wants to see Cesar Milan?
Pretty much.
I don't care. I'm a fan of Cesar Milan. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and I didn't scare you with my mood. But at least you got to discover who's the true Carlos. And
well, no, I don't know about the true Carlos, but obviously you're a very positive person. But then obviously there's still things that
I'm passionate.
Yeah.
If it's wrong, it's wrong. I'm gonna
Right.
I'm gonna defend it. But anyway, thank you for joining us, guys. It's been a pleasure. Damn, almost 2.5 hours.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Yes.
I have almost 2.5 hours of therapy.
Hey, you got it off your chest. That's all.
You guys are the best psychologists ever. Thank you for listening. But anyways, we're gonna be back next Monday, same time, same channel. And we'll be chatting. Hopefully
we'll talk about Halloween Horror Nights.
Hopefully we'll have more horror nights to talk about by then.
Hopefully by then we'll have everything, right?
Adrian, thank you so much, man, for watching. I appreciate it.
For sure.
You're the man. We gotta talk. I gotta talk with you soon. Anyways, but I love you, brother. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining us. Have a wonderful week. And take care. Bye bye.